Hey Taurus, welcome. This is going to be your reading on your road to success, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anyone with heavy placements of Taurus in your chart, subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Like or dislike the video. Let me know how you feel about it. Everything else, I know we know how to work. So, description, comment box, all that. Just want to jump right in for you guys. The mind of the body. I mean, I think over in your subconscious mind, you just really don't feel supported. I think you really are focusing in on yourself here. And because you're focusing in on yourself and you're not really pleased with how things are turning out, I think you're getting a little bit selfish because you feel like other people don't support you, or other people only wish to come in and cause you chaos, maybe. Try to manipulate, like someone is trying to control you here subconsciously, maybe. This is something that you could have experienced in the past, possibly a father figure too. Take it where it resonates here. But I'm seeing it's almost situations that you had in the past that maybe has stopped you because you didn't have the support, or because someone didn't believe here in you. Yeah, someone not willing to take action, but maybe showing up at the last minute, or you having to jump through hoops to go and get things because you relied on them and they weren't thinking about you, or really put worry in you about things that you wanted for yourself or how things were going to turn out for you. That's a subconscious belief here in your road to success. I feel like the risk that needs to be taken is it's kind of like you have to kind of face your fears. I know it could be a risk because you think you might break your heart or things might turn out bad, but I feel like you're already suffering over it before it's even happened. So we need to face our fears, heal from what has happened here in the past, find our will, our determination to kind of overcome this. Like, go ahead and give it, you know, that last thing you've got, because I feel like your independence and your security depends on you being able to stand on your own. And the only thing holding you back here is this fear of you being in turmoil and being heartbroken and shattered. Really open up your mind and start dreaming again, start going, start being adventurous. I feel like if you have a very optimistic mindset, if you're very innovative here, it's almost time to tap back into that here and be you. You need to be a little bit more aware of certain things, because I think we might start to rely too much on materialistic things to give us satisfaction in life. And I feel like you have your pick of it, but at this point it's like that's all there is, and there has to be more. So you need to be a little bit more, look into your ideas. You need to be more, imagine a little bit more, think higher, dream big, you know. Don't waste any time. I feel like you have time by yourself. I think you just use that time to kind of think and overanalyze situations. Don't waste it. If you're going to think, make sure it's productive. Make sure it's about things that you're after and where it is you want to go. Not about the fear of what could happen and building a life around that, you know, creating a world in your mind about that. It's really time to manifest if you get out of your own way. In your conscious mindset though here, you know that you still have things to do. You feel like there's still cycles you need to close out, still achievements that kind of need to be made here. You do feel like things aren't necessarily going your way, but I do think you're more so conforming to the world. What other people base success off of, you're basing it off of what other people are, and you're not really getting the glory, you're not really getting the blessing. I feel like you're falling into unhealthy patterns here. Yeah, maybe society coming in telling you what you should be doing here. Very tempting here, so you jump into these partnerships and work with them, you know, trying to say, okay, this is where I need to grow, this is where I need to be, this is where I need to be of service, and, you know, build a stable foundation with and have it for the long term. But I don't feel like you have the support. And I think those around you who've also been aiming towards the same goals, they've never really found that kind of happiness and success that they're kind of looking for. It's always been a struggle. So maybe don't go by how you've been raised or what's been shown around you here in your environment from other people, because I feel like it's stifling you and you're not really getting fulfilled in life. You feel like there's more you need to accomplish and you're overthinking about what it is you don't have. seeing the stability of other people, but almost ignoring your own happiness that you have in your life because you're worried. So you need to kind of break your mind free of some old patterns here. It's kind of been, I know, and they look to be kind of foundational things. Appears to have started maybe at a younger age. In your environment here, I think you're just kind of losing hope. You're doing a lot of dreaming here, but you're not really putting yourself out there. You're not really starting to feed this, and I think that's what's making you a little restless. Keep getting this card, this Four of Swords in reverse. But it's what I see in this card is like no peace. It's almost like when you're laying in the bed and you're worried about something and you have to kind of rock back and forth because of those butterflies in your stomach. Yeah, I've been there. It's kind of like I don't have peace. There's so many things on my mind, so many things that I'm hoping for, but I don't believe in it. And it's causing me anxiety. I don't believe in it. I don't have confidence. And therefore, you're not happy. I think it's time to go ahead and face your fears and really start investing, start building towards something. You know, you spend a lot of time in grief and not really letting people know about it, but it's definitely time for you to rise. I feel like the energy is there. You do have something stable around you here with friends or an environment, but maybe you never looked at it or saw it as something to kind of benefit. I think because it was so good, you didn't see it as being a problem, but that was actually the energy you needed to help you elevate and go after what it is you want, to find some happiness in your life. It doesn't have to be everything, but it can be something you can enjoy. It looks very stable. The obstacle we have right now, I think we have to learn moderation in what we dive into. We don't want to dive into too much. Don't think that you have to withdraw back from the world, because you do want to have those experiences, but you want to make sure that you take time for yourself. I think it's getting a little cloudy up here in the mind where you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, and things that used to come to you just by instinct, things you used to just kind of know, you know, it's almost like it's getting cloudy. It's like you can't see clearly now. You don't know what to trust, what not to trust. Have you gone too far off into your intuition and thrown away all logic? You know? And I think you spend a lot of time in grief really trying to focus on new goals and build, but it's like because you're stressed out, you're not seeing clearly anymore. You're getting a lot where you are, even though it is small. You know, it's just a stepping stone, but kind of elevating to that next level, I think you're getting a little bit hesitant because you're not sure if you still want it or if it's possible. Really, it's just belief. Yeah, it's just belief. You're just badgering yourself. Face your fears. Go ahead. You're worried about what could go wrong if you really step out on faith. So you're just waiting to really take off on goals, wasting time, yo. Wasting time, doing yourself a disservice, really thinking about it, really wanting it, but not putting in no work or effort. It's really just the belief in yourself, Taurus. See what's the moon phase oracles here we have. See what card we have to motivate you along your road to success. I think I like the cow card. Pretty sure I do. It's the one that I'm thinking. I was feeling that one too, so you guys get 3. Moon totem, cow, a new beginning or even a new life may be blooming. So that could be unexpected for you, some motivation along the way. Waxing moon, moon phases. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. Moon in Virgo, and mind you, own personal goals mean it's about you, not anybody else, not anyone's expectations. Do you. With the moon signs, we have moon in Virgo. Issues surrounding health and exercise may come to the fore. Focus on your physical well-being. So while you're spending all this time in grief, don't forget to work out. Don't forget to eat right. Don't forget to keep yourself active. You know, that's very important. Especially when you're stressing out, it's really easy to neglect yourself. So that's your reading, Taurus.